Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In this video I tried to document the life cycle of a silkworm. This project was part of our spring unit study on moths and butterflies. It was a fun, exciting, but also challenging experience that I would still highly recommend if you're able. My children and I learned so much from it, and I can't wait to share this journey with you. So anyway, let's get into it. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, good, thank you. How are you? Okay, baby, give her the money.
They're just there.
Oh yeah, great.
They're the grey ones.
Yeah.
They will take probably.
They're tiny. Wow, I was expecting them to be like lentil size. I don't know why.
They're on there.
Amazing. Thank you.
They'll probably take 10 to 12 days to hatch because they've been in the fridge.
Sure.
I got mine out last week and they haven't hatched yet.
Sure. And do you just leave them like on the counter or something? Or
I put them in a shoebox and I just
Okay.
check them every day, and you'll see they look like a little bit of black cotton,
Okay.
but it will move.
Oh, okay.
So that's how you know they're hatched, and then I put the
Wow.
leaves in then.
Okay.
Have
So
you got
as
a
soon
mulberry
as-
tree?
Yeah, we do. We have a couple. So
Perfect. Yeah, there's all some information there
Awesome.
on there as well.
Thank you.
So there you go, buddy. You got a shoebox at home for them?
Yeah. Oh well,
Yep.
we'll find one.
Yeah. No
All
worries.
right,
Got a
thank you
bit
so
of
much.
time.
Thank you. Okay, so we just collected the eggs, and this is what it looks like. So this is what it looks like up close. It is very close, isn't it? Look, they look like little alien pods or something,
They
don't
do
they?
like the magnifying glass. They look like seeds.
Yeah, they do look like seeds too. Kind of like onion seeds, actually.
Onion seeds, they're that small.
Yeah, they are that. So this is the instructions for the silkworms. So it's been 12 days since we got the eggs. Yesterday I put the eggs out. It's a cloudy day today and yesterday. And so I put them in the sunlight, but without it being hot or bright sunlight, for a few hours. And today when I opened the box to put them in the sunlight again, I noticed that some of them were getting lighter. So I don't know what that means, but it's either a good thing or a bad thing. So we are the 21st today, and we got them on the 6th. And today I checked them, and guess what?
Open up, look
They're hatching. There's my babies. Zoom in.
I'm very addicted to the babies. Oh, you're zooming in?
Yeah, look at them, little black fluffies. Okay, so I'm gonna transfer the ones that have hatched into this little honey container,
Yeah, that
and has a lid with a hole in it.
Yeah, perfect.
And to transfer them, oh, let me zoom back out. To transfer them, I'm going to use a paintbrush, and hopefully they don't get hurt. And then when we transfer them in here, we're going to go, actually we should probably get the leaves first. Beautiful mulberry tree, and we're going to collect some very small leaves.
Okay.
I read on a website that we have to get really small, tender baby leaves.
Oh,
Okay?
Mama.
See one?
It's too high.
I'm going to try and move them. Oh my goodness.
Not to. I don't know if it's...
Little babies, come on. He's like, what? Oh, goodness. I don't know if that's gonna work. It worked. I got it. You see? There he is. Let's put him in his new home. Come and show the leaves are in here. You know what? There's way too many leaves. Let's put a few so that we can actually see them. Here you go, Daddy. There you go. Are you filming him? Get on there, little buddy.
Mom.
This is the next day, and this is what the leaves look like when they've been eaten by the tiny larvae. And there's the little poops all over the place. The rest of them are starting to hatch now.
Yep. Day one.
Day 1 for them, but day 2 for the other ones. Yeah, so a few minutes later, and it seems like they're all hatching.
Seems like there's 1,000 of them now. 1,000.
So this is day 4, and they're still hatching. I put the egg, I put the piece of egg cardboard into the container with the others, just so that if they hatched in the morning, they could go straight to the leaves. So I just tipped them out. This is the 4th day, and you can see some the bigger ones are at the bottom. They have a white top part of the body. I just wanted to compare it to the newborn. The 28th, and this is 8 days in from the first hatching, or 7 days, I'm not exactly sure. And there's still some hatching. So today is the 31st, and they are 10 days old. The first batch of eggs that hatched are 10 days old. You can see how big they are now, and they are destroying their leaves in their little jar here. So today I'm going to be upgrading them to a bigger box, and they're going to be in a shoebox. So I got the leaves ready, and now I'm going to transfer them, and hopefully they'll be little happy silkworms. I'm just transferring them now. I only just started, and as I go through the leaves, you can see how much they have eaten this time, because I've been sick, and my kids have been sick for the past 2-3 days, and I decided to let them stay in longer and not change the leaves, because it's kind of takes an hour to change them every time, and I usually do it every day or every second day, but this time I decided to leave them for 3 days, and the leaves and the poop is kind of getting moldy. You can see there's some white mold is developing. So yeah, so I definitely will not be leaving them again for 3 days. It doesn't seem to affect them. They're still happy and thriving. And there's poop everywhere, more than usual, because they are getting bigger, of course. And so yeah, I'm just sifting through these leaves to see there's still some that are on the leaves that are overeaten. So yeah. So we are the 12th of November, and these guys are growing like crazy. We have a little stray one that's probably molting. And yeah, they are savages. This is the second time we fed them at least 10 or 12 leaves today, and they just smashing it. I just love to see them eat. It's so cute. Ma'am, can you move your finger, please? Yeah. Little hungry caterpillars. So we are the 12th of November, and we are trying to transfer them into a bigger bowl by bribing them with leaves, and then once they all climb onto them, we'll just put them gradually in here. So this is a much bigger bowl because they're just so big now. So yeah. And we're feeding them 3 times a day because they're just getting so hungry and devouring all the leaves that we put. We still have a whole bunch of leaves over here. Still have a whole bunch of leaves to put. Yeah, so we just transferred them to the bigger bowl, and this is what's left behind. A lot of poop. Yeah. And listen, if you listen carefully, you can hear the noise they're making. Kind of sounds like a fizzy drink. So we are the 18th of November, and these guys, well, the eldest ones are officially 4 weeks old. And so I read online that they could start to cocoon soon, any day now. And so yeah, I'll show you the biggest ones. There's a big one. See, you can see how long that one is. Yeah, definitely as long as my pinky when it's fully extended. So yeah, so any day now they should be ready to cocoon. So I don't really know what to do. I don't know if I should just give them egg cartons and put that on top of them, or toilet rolls I saw someone do, or just leave some really like some branches. So we are the 20th of November, and this is how much I have to feed them in the mornings. So this is a huge tub, and if you listen carefully you can hear them going at it. It sounds like sparkling water. That's their mouths, all nibbling on the leaves. So I'll film later and you'll see that this will all be gone probably by lunchtime. So we're like 8:30 in the morning now, and probably by around 12, this will be at least definitely more than half eaten. And so it is 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and this is how much they have eaten of all those leaves. And so yeah, they are definitely hungry caterpillars. There are some massive ones right there, 3 inches long at least. And so still no cocooning yet. Yeah, so we're 2 days past 4 weeks, so they're the older ones are 4 weeks and 2 days old. So see him eating there. We are the 24th of November, and I go to look at the worms to give them their leaves, and I notice that there are a couple that are trying to spin their cocoons. One there, and there's one, where is it? You can't really see it, but there, he's under there. Yeah, so I need to, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I left these branches on purpose so that they do have something to spin on, but I don't know if it's gonna work for the majority of them. But yeah, so the oldest finally started spinning. So I just transferred them into this for now, into this bucket, so that I could clean out all the poop. And as you can see, there is quite an amount, and some of it is molding. So since they're starting to cocoon, I need to make sure that this is as clean as possible. And unfortunately I had to move those that are cocooning. Hopefully it doesn't affect them. I don't know if it does. There was only 2 so far. So as I turn the bunch around, I see that there's more than only 2 cocoons. There's a few that are already made, and this one was making it, so I hope that if I put him in here, I've seen that people put them in egg cartons, so I hope he's going to continue to make his and not suffer from me breaking it. And these ones that are already spun, I don't know if I just, how do I move them? Like, do I just put them into the egg carton? Do they need to be suspended? I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing, guys. So I planned this new thing that I'm gonna put this mesh thing in this big container, and then the branches, and then some kind of hotel for the silks on top. So, okay guys, put the branches in, come on. Put them in. Come on. That's it, drop them in. They all fit. Okay, so now, these are the, move over please. These are the sifted ones. There shouldn't be much poop with them. So I can put these in.
No, carefully, Mom.
Yes, carefully. So now, they should be all on top, and at least most of their poop will fall through, and it'll make it easier to change. And then now I'm gonna add the, I guess, this on top. I don't even know what I'm doing, to be honest. I don't know if it's gonna work. I just don't want this to be at the bottom where all the poop will go on it, because that's what's happened to those that were made. A lot of poop stuck to the cocoons, and I don't think that's what's meant to happen, because then the poop gets rotten, and yeah, that will affect the silkworm, the silk cocoon. So I'm just gonna put this on top with some branches like that. And I have no idea if this is gonna work, so stay tuned, I guess. I might change this up. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this, but for now, this is my plan. Let's see how it goes for the rest of the day. So I've been cleaning these cocoons from leaves and poops, and there's still some that are forming the cocoon, so I don't know how this has affected them. There are about, what, 3 or 4 or 5 that are formed, and these ones are partially formed, so I don't know if any of them will make it, but I needed to clean off the leaves so that it doesn't rot. And I'll just be looking out for any worms that are not eating and starting to build their cocoon so that I can transfer them. Because I don't know how this is going to work being on top of the leaves, to be honest. So I'm just going to have to be on the lookout. Okay, so we are the 27th of November, and what I've done lately is just grab any caterpillar that I've seen that is starting to cocoon, and I just put them in the egg carton, and they continued making their cocoons. I mean, some of them, for some reason, I mean, not some of them, one of them has died, and the others are just working along, happy to be in a more organized building to build their cocoons. Some of them are joined together and just are cocooning themselves together, so there's 3 in there. And I've heard that they do like to cocoon together in the same area. So my test now to see which ones are ready to cocoon so I can put them straight into the egg carton is to test them with leaves. So usually when you would put the leaves, they would attack them straight away, which is what all these other ones are doing. They straight away go munching and eating. But those that are just wandering about, kind of like, you know, doing nothing, those are the ones that are not eating. Those are the ones that are ready to cocoon. So I just grab them gently and just put them in there. And they wander about a bit and they just inspect the area and then they start to cocoon themselves. So we are the 1st of December and these are all that's left of those who have not cocooned yet. All the others have been promoted to the Silkworm Hotel. So each tray is full of silk cocoons. How many trays are there? I think there's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8. And so these will be 9 when they're ready to cocoon. So I'm just going to keep feeding them leaves. They were a week late to hatch, so they're going to be a week later to cocoon. So they should cocoon either today or tomorrow. So we are the 5th of December and there is only 4 left that haven't cocooned. So you want to put them in the leaves, baby?
Yeah.
Come on. Okay, so we'll see how long until these cocoon and then we'll be done. So we are the 9th and this is 8 o'clock at night and I just go to check on the first batch of my silk cocoons and they hatched. Look at them. They're just coming out. My babies. They're bigger than I thought. I thought they were going to be smaller compared to my finger. I mean, that's a big finger, but... They hatched, guys. My first batch. They didn't last long. I think it was about 10 days, I guess. Look, there's the cocoon opened. They're just waving their wings so they dry and then they're just gonna couple up, I guess. Yes, I think she's already laying eggs. How did they get a chance to mate? They must not be fertile. They're 2.
Oh yeah, they need to mate. I forgot that they actually.
Wow, that's maybe they hatched yesterday, and they. I don't know. Do they just start straight away laying eggs? And they must have hatched a couple of days ago. I mean, to be honest, I haven't checked. So these are the last 3, and they're cocooning, and at the same time, the first ones that have cocooned are just hatching. So it's funny to see the life cycle in that sense, that they're still caterpillars, and here they've transformed, metamorphosized. Is that a word? I'm not sure. They're just going crazy. Be gentle with paper. So this is a chronological order of my silk hotel, I should say. So some of them have formed even without a cocoon. And I don't know if they are going to just be fine and just come out of that like all the other ones just come out of it. I'm not sure if the silk cocoon is just more of a protection or is it essential for them to develop properly. We'll find out. There's a few other ones like these. Some of them are definitely, you know, not good. Some of them are a little bit earlier stage then. So I guess that's when they are mating. Some of them are died already, or are in the process of dying. And there are eggs all over the place at the moment. So these are still the first few batches that have hatched out. And we are the 11th of December. So we are the 14th of December. So these are all those that have hatched, and we put them in one box so far. And what's interesting is that there's this liquid that comes out of them, and it's kind of like a makeup foundation color. And some of them have laid browner eggs, which is weird. And some of them are white. But yeah, these are the ones that are coming out. I saw that they released some kind of enzyme to help them hatch out of the cocoon. So that's that weird liquid, I suppose. That's a really browny liquid. And so these are all those that are hatching out. And there's one stuck here. He was there yesterday. We let him. I thought he just needed time, but then today he's still there and he's not out, so we're gonna have to help him. So we just helped this one out of the cocoon, and it had a really big bottom, I guess thorax. I'm not sure. And then I look and I see another one coming out. So no wonder. I was thinking this is a giant cocoon for one of them, and now that makes sense. I didn't know that they could cocoon together into the same cocoon. So this poor little guy's trying to get out next. It's okay, we'll help you if you can't get out by yourself. But let's give you a go. Straight away popped out right after the other guy.
Hold your hand like me. Hold it.
Wait, baby, let it try and get out by itself first, and then we can help it. And there he is. He's just getting out. Wow, huh? He definitely was eager to come out.
Why are you getting out of here? Make her get.
Wait, baby, leave it. Let's just see how it dries this thing. Get out. Well, imagine there's a third one in there. They did all stop, didn't they? Guys, usually you're making so much noise and your powder from your scales goes flying all over the place. Okay, they just froze. That's a bit odd. But yeah, usually you hear a lot of flapping like these guys. Silk moth that did come out of the cocoon that did not have a silk cocoon, so that does work. But there are some, as you can see behind it, some blacker ones. The ones that turn black like this, they're not going to hatch. But the ones that are kind of like brown, so this one will hatch, and these ones will hatch. So that's actually interesting to know, that you don't need the silk lining to hatch. So we are the 3rd of January, and these are the last to die. And as you can see, the eggs are scattered around the box, and some of that liquid also is around there, and it smells really bad. That liquid smells horrible. And yeah, so they are the last to die. There has been a few boxes full of them dead, and so we've come to the end. So from the 6th of October basically to the beginning January is the whole process from beginning to end. And these are some of the cocoons that I've kept. And yeah, some of them have the debris in them still, and yeah, so that's the end of this process. I hope this was beneficial. I also, just for memory, this is back the same piece of cardboard that they hatched from. So there's the beginning, and this is the new cycle to come. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching.